Toodaloo. Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo! When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when... Out, bathe in moonlight.
Do? The whole such a good plan.
Just relax. Even if everyone besides...
Thanks, Navi.
Best of luck to you.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did...
To be honest?
No.
Well, now, don't you all look That was to be but don't let that stop you. I shall be terrible.
Since both parties... Firstly, in order...
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. You ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands.
Yes, that's...
In that case...
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly There is no...
That is simply...
Oh,
the roaring countdown of the...
and you didn't
No.
I see.
Huh?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sure he could...
I was right, Black.
Look at those scales.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my Tell me.
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did...
So the serial disappearances were the Fatu.
I've got a feeling that what happened...
That's irrelevant. All right.
Indeed. Your first priority is to... The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the... good thing I made all those preparations.
Hey, Linny. Why didn't you tell us this before?
Order! Order! Mr. First, when are these claims... Please answer.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your
Is that really necessary?
The defendant deceived their own attorneys.
order? Your request is reasonable.
In that case,
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro... I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire not to set the wrong tone.
I'm very sorry. I know you've but our organization...
Right now, we want to save.
That's right. I knew if it weren't for our respect, that's why I didn't wish... The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would seem... Right. You met a Fatooth, but still...
Sorry. Please.
Well, you both say that, but... Right, let's hear...
Of course. We've been trying to find out during our investigation from that moment on.
Is that why you needed a...
That's right. So, after
That air vent was created during the construction.
Well, what should have been that voice seemed to on the way back. After that,
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
because of that prophet.
That's the only way we.
So, it was never my wish, but like I said earlier,
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a.
The current problem is that this... If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's... Huh? Phew.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us... When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina...
at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective. As the countdown when the flatbed trial, he did not realize. Finally, he used the at this time. So Linny proceeded. Afterward, Linny and there you have it.
Does the defendant's side have any objection?
Key to refuting Lady... According to Linny... Linny went to the room... Linny did not...
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, but he immediately used... Once he reached the crime scene! Finally, he Paimon did it! Paimon...
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, assuming that...
Oh.
Well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But, you're saying that he wasn't?
we don't need to give this more thought? Are you sure we don't need to give this... That's right! This means the same clue you used.
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Halsey is the missing person. Could there have been a... The deceased's name is Cow... Halsey is the missing person. The deceased's name is Cow...
Huh? That can't be...
Oh, is that...
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator... Linny was not in... The sound we heard made... No one entered or left. It would have been tough for both people. The deceased's name is... Halsey's clothing was... No one entered or left.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the trick is at
If only we knew.
Well, that would be nice, but it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Excuse my interruption.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard made... The deceased's name is Cow... The vase was not broken.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared and Lynette escaped from... If there's a...
Just a moment, please. I do hope... How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality where... Magic tricks are...
Even so, I trust the travel. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may... Since Cal was the deceased, but given that we aren't making much progress...
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, guards, please step into the lounge and examine the person...
We are still examining the... We discovered several test tubes of fluid within the notebook in his bag.
The primordial...
The note's contents also... The notebook has meant one of these tubes... The notes also state, as such, we believe...
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into...
Could something so...
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain...
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use... Just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your part?
Let's go. Just...
Order! Still, guards, Mr. Linney.
Of course. If we uphold this...
Right! Like the metal hook! That one did... Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the...
The deceased's name is Now it seems like the hook... The water from the primordial... The rope that strung the... I remember there was something else. Lynette was in the magic box on stage I remember there was some...
In the original plan, when the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract when the balloon attached to the box popped. The water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water, but he encountered something unexpected.
That actually...
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I...
Now, it seems like the only point of contention... His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be...
On that note, I shall now invite him on stage to share it with...
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other, and we found...
What?
That can't be.
Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, Linny did not need, having made modifications to the but upon his return. Ultimately, he now, as much. Am I right?
We've used up all the... Is this the end?
Oh no! Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's... seems using the water...
I believe this is indeed... Now then, my good, noble...
Excuse me, everyone.
Miss, I'm up...
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. I'll show you an amazing... What in the world is she...
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a... Come on, Linny. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should...
I understand.
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then, before I knew it, she caught me. Where should I begin?
What?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but that's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago.
Hey! No wonder you look familiar! So you were the thief! Linny even...
Well, and I thought he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede, so I played I wasn't going to take... There was no... I slipped out
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, I didn't know that. Had I known that...
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective. Seems this won't produce a particularly effective rebuttal. The flower vase... The strange... Lillian was a...
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having been selected at her panic only intense, hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian, mistakenly believing that the two broke the with no way of escape. She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons.
At this point, all the...
Bravo!
Now then, Lady Please answer.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further argument.
Wow.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, with some modifications to the selector to cover up any evidence, while he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank. Using the fireworks at the end of the performance, he poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box. And finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious. Lillian, according to her own statement. As for Linny, from this reconstruction... While there is much in Linny, and this case at least... As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Victory for Ace Detective!
Great work, partner.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an... How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to...
And now that you're therefore you would...
Yes, I'll tell you everything Our boss discovered it can also be made. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this...
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I should.
An outrage. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess I didn't approach you with any As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of that was how Father, who you might know as...
A knave?
That's right. And back when our parents first to survive, I took my sister, to my surprise, before long, and...
So you went from orphan...
That was how we felt it, but he would
That doesn't seem too...
After one I waited a long... The answer he gave me...
Oh no. But...
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law. I managed to ferret out the location of all I saw...
So...
That's right. Father, I mean, the House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, I was hesitant, but she was also...
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plan. She has gained permit...
So...
That's right. Today's case has also... Everyone at Hotel... To us orphans?
So... From small deeds like distributing magic pockets, to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with...
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this. I just hope you can If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you. As plain...
Bye, Lenny!
Go! Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for...
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do... Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides! And...
Ah, I see. Sorry.
Don't say that...
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having... wait.
Huh?
Well, anyway, it would just be...
You don't have...
Oh, wonder...
All right, then.
Silly.
Ad Ast. Thank you for Ad Ast. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the...
Wanna come?
There'll be an extra.
since we last visited the Knights of Avonian.
There's no need to exchange pleasant. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
I heard from the we don't normally. It only shows up.
You haven't.
We have, however, it apparent once it's stashed.
That mechanic, 10 of us, didn't Academe our salary. It's hurting again. After the goods were, it turns out that, however, a caravan carrying whatever the.
Too slow.
Once, there was a glorious king.
Our thing! We learned of its assuming norm if I were it, but it only goes.
Right.
So, do you have any more? Yes, Oh. Under constant external, here's what we. If we had, well.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our.
We don't need anything. We'll also need.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to decline. Once it appears, capture.
Don't worry.
Relax.
Keep some Sumeru roses on hand.
I'll lead the way.
Relax. Search for it. Too slow.
Allow me!
Squall and Fury.
Hold the line!
Keep up. Oh! Yeah. Yeah.
Rest and rebuild!
Keep up.
Rust and rebuild!
And Shroud! What a drag.
Hold the line!
One with the Force. Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see?
Allow me! Rust and rebuild!
I'll uproot you! One with the Force.
From the Academy.
The wind rises.
Oh, are you here to peruse the library? Or perhaps you're here to visit a certain someone? Alas, what—
Wait, you're
You're right. I haven't done this much thinking for a long time. What do you say?
It's not—
Is that a no, then? It will be quite the rare opportunity to work together. As you probably know, the Knights of Favonius have long conducted, but most of that research has been carried out in a laboratory, which means that up to this point, most of our research and discoveries have remained quite— Noting this, as it happens, I already have some potioneering, but all in all—
So, are you—
no, alchemical practices are becoming more and more but if we want— So—
Oh, it's like—
Well, of course. When I was at the I'm sure my—
Yeah, you make it sound nice and all, but Paimon still thinks you're just looking for—
When all our work is all of the initial preparation.
Wow, looks like you've made a lot of preparations already. Did you—
It was a group effort. A whole bunch of knights helped out. Jean secured the initial funds to open the shop, and the logistics company. Now, with your help, it's like an additional— The knights have been busy. Okay, let— Oh, looks like you finished your potion. Now, all we need to do is put it on display for sale.
Looks like we're done with all the prep work. Why don't—
Oh, seems like everything is— As for what that means to—
that sounds kinda hard.
What do you think? Have any ideas on the kinds of— Go ahead and using different— All right, cutie. Seems like you've gotten the hang of the cultivation side of things. Ah, I should probably mention, a knight from the logistics company has arrived. She'll be the one handling the provision of all future supplies. You should go have a chat with her in a and after that, it'll be your time to shine.
Yeah, shouldn't it be our—
My role? Okay, I'll—
poems honorary.
Wow, Paimon's fame is really spreading.
You're practically legends. I'd love to wander the land in search of adventure, like one of those nights you read. Yeah. Anyway, we've got my orders from the acting group. If there's anything you need, just let me know. You're in luck.
Too slow. Too slow. Quit following me. Quit following me. Too slow. following me. Too slow. Quit following me.
Have a question for me, cutie? Well, if there's any...
Too slow. Too slow. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
too slow.
Hey, what's up?
It's been a while.
Whoa, Beto and Eula!
Well, we haven't known each other long, but we hit it off right away.
I met Captain Beto at Dornman Port. She was here in Mondstadt to buy some supplies, and I offered to accompany her around the area.
Wow.
Huh?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Come on, it was just a little misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
Well, a few days ago, after docking at Dornman Port, while we were there, I tried talking to them. Eula was patrolling the air.
I should probably take it from here. Recently, we've intercepted a string of attempts to smuggle goods through Dornman Port, so we decided to step up our patrols in the area. On my rounds that day, I noticed a group of people I'd never seen before. Captain Beto said she didn't have the entry permit on her person and told me to check with the port authorities myself. I insist.
Hey, you were just doing your duty. It was my fault, really. I should have watched my tone, but I'd had a few too many, and anyway, it all worked out in the end. I took Eula back to my ship, showed her my documents, and that was... I felt bad, though, so I told her I'd treat her to a drink when we got back to the tavern. Once we got to talking...
Captain Beto mentioned that she
I meant to...
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, that's right. Plus, I'm curious to see what the deal is with these Mondstadt potions you've been brewing up. Could do. Although, let me think.
Are you having trouble sleeping?
No, not me. The minute my head hits the pillow, it's lights out till the next morning. It's just that...
Wait, this friend you're talking about...
Yep. She's no stranger to rare and precious treasures, but I'd wager that to her...
All right, we'll get started on...
Great. Thanks for the help. How's the potion making going? Hope you did. Perfect. Look,
is it time for your...
Yeah, I think I've got... Traveler, Paimon.
On behalf of the recon...
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their... Too slow. Quit following me. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
We just keep getting swarmed with more and more customers. It's been non-stop work for so long, Paimon's starting to feel a little bit lightheaded. We've got a lot of orders. Paimon...
Taking a break, cuties? I was just looking at the sales data, and it seems...
Oh, Lisa!
Oh,
Yep, we're...
well, I can't... While you two were... After observing...
Wait, so you've been Paimon kind of at...
Hey, now, I'm actually...
So how are we
Well, I'll let her give you the details, though.
Traveler!
Well, we've been
Currently, there are increasing your efficiency.
Wow, that sounds just like what we need! Let's give it a try, Traveler!
Looks like...
Quit following me.
Greetings, Traveler Paimon and Lisa. Sucrose! It's on the way here. At first... yeah, we've been... You mastered potion...
I wouldn't be surprised if you became a potion master.
Still...
Wait, was that also a part of Jean's...
Yep. It's thanks to your shop.
Hmm.
You're right. So, Mr. Albedo is planning to establish a set of criteria to evaluate...
Let me guess.
Yes. In order to ensure a proper level of difficulty, we need to first collect the relevant data. That's where our mock exam comes in. If you could take... You will, of course, be compensated for your effort.
What a great idea.
Wonderful. Then, let me explain a little bit about how the exam works. The exam has 4 levels. Beginner, Intermediate, Advanced, and Expert. To pass, all you need to do is brew a potion within the time limit that satisfies the main objective. Satisfying additional objectives will earn you extra rewards. Okay, all of this is starting to sound pretty official. Paimon's nervous all of a sudden. Just do what you normally do and you should be fine. If you don't pass the first time around, you can always retake the exam. So... Oh, retakes are allowed! Whew, that's a relief. Yep. Just let me know when you're ready. Whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and...
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it...
Whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and proceed. Your movements are quite... that was a piece of cake!
Even so, all right. I'm gonna head back to the lab now.
Quit following me.
Traveler? Paimon? Huh, looks like... Oh, hey, Diona! I could smell what you were brewing from all the way... Again with the nonsense! Don't listen to him. Margaret is getting ready to run a new promotion at the Catstail, so she asked me to come up with some new drink ideas. The bard over here is performing at the event. When he saw me getting ready to leave, he insisted on tagging along to help.
Well, what better way to be the first to try your new concoction than by helping you collect ingredients?
Well, that explains your enthusiasm then. You're only that generous when alcohol is involved. Anyway, I was having some trouble coming up with new ideas for ingredients to use. I've already experimented with just about every ingredient you can find around Mondstadt. Even the weirdest ones. The bard saw me struggling and told me he had an idea. So we split up for a while. I didn't get my hopes up. But sure enough, he came back a little while later with a rare ingredient. Ooh, what is it? Some sort of secret? Come on, bring it out to...
It's a bird feather I found on a ruin in Dragonspine. It was once buried in the snow and is still cold to the touch even now. I'm sure it could be used to produce a drink with an entirely new sort of mouthfeel.
Whoa. Well, if anyone can find something like that, Paimon supposes it'd be you. Unfortunately, this ingredient is not easy to find. We'll probably use up the measly amount we've discovered with just the recipe testing alone.
Don't worry about the ingredients, Diona. I'll figure something else out. You should head back so you can get a head start on working that mixology magic of yours.
Uh-huh, because the sooner I get started, the sooner you get to take advantage of the fruits of my labor. Isn't that right?
Well, just think of it as a way to pay me in advance for all my hard work.
That still doesn't solve our problem, though. Traveler, Paimon, do you have any ideas for a new drink? Huh? Infused drink? Oh, Paimon gets what he said. Ahem. But what do potions have to do with drinks? You can add them as an ingredient, of course. Potions can add all sorts of different effects. Wow. I see. How about... Whoa. Don't go making promises we can't keep, Traveler. How are we supposed to make a what a shame. And here I thought it's okay.
Actually, I've always been
Isn't it obvious?
So your gripe isn't really with alcohol itself, but the fact that it makes people drunk. This may sound a little weird, but I wonder if it's possible to use this mysterious alchemy craft of yours to make a drink that prevents people from getting intoxicated.
So you mean a potion that can keep They'll finally have to say bye-bye to their days of drunk... It's decided then. Please make me a potion.
Gotta say, I'm starting to get really curious about what that drink's going to taste like.
So, how's the potion coming? Wow. I can't believe I'm holding the key. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm gonna head back and start developing...
Wait! Don't leave without me! I thought you were gonna let me be the taste tester!
Of course! Operate...
And just like that, an
alcohol that doesn't...
Too slow.
Traveler, Paimon. Sucrose, you're back! Well, as for the... well, ready to begin? Alright.
Quit following me.
If you're ready, let's go ahead. Let me see. Yep. Looks like your potion meets the requirement. I'm so glad I asked for your help.
Too slow. too slow.
Hello, everyone.
Whoa, is that Master D-Luke?
Oh, D-Luke. What's someone as busy as you?
Elzer told me the knights, but seeing as you two are the ones in charge, I'm...
Elzer is the manager of Dawn Winery, right? Huh, Paimon thought he didn't get out much. Wonder how he heard about our shop. Wait, are we that famous already?
No, the winery keeps us all very busy. Now, in such a short amount of time, you've been... If you were in the...
What? Threat? Rival?
Oh, you sure seem eager, cutie. Looks like you really want to go toe-to-toe with the #1 wine merchant in all of Mondstadt. Are you just itching to see whose business prowess would come out on top?
A competition with the Traveler. That's not a bad suggestion. You're extremely knowledgeable and well-traveled. If we were to become competitors, I'm sure you'd throw many a challenge my way. Probably even some I've never faced before. But I was really just using the wine industry as an example to emphasize your success. Our two industries aren't exactly fighting for the same market space. Actually, the success of your potion shop is good for the winery's business.
Good for your business? Paimon's lost. You were just talking about how the two industries were separate and now they're suddenly connected?
It's a bit convoluted. Alcohol is a commodity that most people consume in their free time. In order to have free time, though, you have to get off work early. For the alcohol industry to thrive, consumers need to have both the time and the money to spend.
That's exactly right. Your potions allow people to work more efficiently. As they get more popular, people will be able to complete their work faster. The more free time people have, the bigger the market there is for a commodity like mine.
Oh, that makes sense. It's hard to be in the mood to go out and enjoy life if you're super busy all the time. Paimon never thought about it that way before. There sure are a lot of layers to running a business. Guess this means we're in the Mora-making business together then. Hey, why don't you try out one of our potions?
I do have quite the interest in the effects of alchemical potions. Well, since you offered, please make a potion that can reduce the anxieties of the user while also improving their attention to detail.
Reduce anxiety while also improving the user's attention to detail? That almost sounds a little contradictory to me. I must admit to being curious. If my cuties do manage to make this potion for you, D-Luke, how exactly do you intend to use it?
Well, I mentioned before that people with ample free time are an important consumer base for my industry. But actually, the same is true for people who are incredibly busy and overwhelmed with work. After a period of high stress, like a busy workday, it can take a while for people to fully decompress. It's also common for that type of stress to leave people so exhausted that all they can do is spend the rest of the day in a daze. That level of stress and exhaustion makes it hard for people to derive pleasure from things they usually enjoy, like relishing the flavor of their favorite food and drink.
You can say that again. Paimon's definitely been there before. Sometimes, after a really long day, Paimon will be so tired, but she just can't relax. Not even her favorite snacks would hit the spot like they usually do.
Oh, my poor little cuties. Sounds like things can get quite tough out on the road. You know what? You just earn yourself some extra snacks at our upcoming tea party. Once this is all over, I'll personally see to it that you get the chance for a proper rest.
So basically, you need us to make a potion that decreases tension but increases attention, so that people can enjoy the finer things in life no matter how busy or stressed they are. Did Paimon get that right?
Exactly. Wine is meant to be savored. Drinking it without being able to appreciate its subtle notes and characteristics is a loss not just for the winemaker, but for the consumer as well. If we can increase the alertness of those too exhausted to perceive the subtle notes, but decrease the restlessness of those too agitated to raise their glass, then we can be sure to reach a point of balance where all can enjoy their wine to the fullest extent.
Well, it's definitely we should get to thinking then. First things first, let's figure out what ingredients to use.
How's the potion coming? Have you finished? How's the potion coming? Have you finished?
Quit following me.
How's the potion coming? Have you finished?
Paimon really doesn't.
Don't worry about it. I know I'm asking quite. Just take as much time as you need, okay? I'm going to head back to the...
Wow, sure was nice of D-Loop to encourage us.
Too slow.
Hello, traveler. Paimon, have you made any
Right, the potion. You remember the details of... We've been working super hard on our potion-making skills recently.
How's the potion coming? Have you finished? How's the potion coming? Have you finished?
Quit following me.
How's the potion coming? Have you finished? How's the potion coming? Have you finished?
Paimon really doesn't know where to start.
Don't worry, just take as much time as you need, okay? I'm going to head back to the...
Wow, sure was nice of D-Luke to encourage us like that. Let's work extra hard so we won't let him... Oh, a merchant is...
Hello there.
Whoa, you've made quite the journey. Paimon's practically a sales whiz.
I have to agree. But if you ask, although once you've
10? With the way you...
Wait. You mean Lord Sangama Bay? One of the most famous merchants in all of... Wow. I was even lucky one day.
Looks like we lost her.
Thank you. Back to where we were. The idea is actually, if that sounds good to you, according to my...
Quit following me. Too slow.
too. Oh, you're back! Yep. It's time for the advance. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. He even Wow, if we don't pass this time, it'll be super embarrassing! Don't worry, when I first start... Frakes, another time... A fear of... You're absolutely... Alright, whenever you're ready... Whenever you're ready, we can go... Wow! Ever thought of drop everything and pursue the path of an... If we work together, I'm sure we could buy super... Well, so, a memory-enhancing potion. Alternatively... Whoa. Well, theory, though, is always easier than practice. And with alchemy, there is simply My bad. Sweet! Well...
so you're the ones behind the potion shop I've heard so much about. When it comes to fulfilling requests, I heard the customer...
Huh? Goro? Where did you come from? Oh, and Kirara's here too!
Komania Express operates all across Teyvat, so I'm always on the road. I'm actually pretty familiar with...
Well, I would normally be provided with ample intel before carrying out an operation in a foreign territory. I've basically had to perform...
Affirmative, General.
You can drop the formalities,
Hey now, it's not like our future business...
Back to Paimon's question though, you still haven't told us...
Yes, recently. We had just wrapped... Turns out it was the right...
Well, Paimon's gotta say, you've practiced...
Oh, more... Looking at your two friends, in fact, once you've wrapped up your potion purchasing, why don't you both join...
Afternoon tea?
Anyway, Traveler... Wait.
Honestly, Traveler, you're gonna give the guy a heart? Don't be nervous, Goro. That's just... Lisa, this is Goro.
Kirara. Then... As for my cute... Let me guess.
Exactly. Commercial activity, what would really come in...
Okay, when I'm out at a...
My cutie should be more than familiar with...
Yep, leave...
Well...
I thought I've told...
No. Oh, you're here. How's the potion?
Wonderful. Wow.
The paint with this in my arsenal?
Looks like we've got another hit on our hand. Well, now that our work is out of the way, there's... Oh, perfect! Lisa's here!
I'm sorry to... But I'm... Wow, if feedback on...
Of course!
Absolutely. I'll be sure to collect detailed feedback from my...
Bye, Goro! Bye, Kirara!
The next time I'm in Monst...
Oh, seems like that...
Too slow. Quit following me. Too slow. Too slow.
Sucrose, you're here! Our alchemy, your progress. We could start them Paimons too. Well, all Paimon knows right now is that I'm sure that I'm ready to begin whenever you are. How we... too hard.
It's all right. I'll come back once you've...
Too slow.
Wow, you're practically geniuses when it comes to business. Although, if I had you with all of your... Of course, in either case...
Traveler, Paimon. It's been a long time.
Oh, you're here. I wrapped up some...
No need. Looks like...
How could I not? Look at the success of the shop. I could have never produced that.
Well, I've been meaning to come see you for some time now. It's truly...
Once this is all over, I've lost quite a few...
Of course. Seeing you, Coop. Perhaps I put...
It wasn't that bad. Plus, it was fun.
I'm glad to hear. Thank you again for all your help, Traveler. Please take this as your compensation.
Ah, speaking of compensation, I've also prepared a little memento for you. Here, I hope you...
Quit following me. Too slow.
Hello, traveler. Have you,
Right! The potion! You remember the details of the order. We've been working super hard on our potion-making skills recently.
How's the potion coming? Have you finished?
We're finished with the...
Oh. Wow. On behalf of Dawn Winery, I would like to make a bulk purchase order for this potion. Oh, and don't worry about the delivery side. My plan is to...
So you plan to make alchemical potion?
If our potion...
Well, in any case... Oh, and...
For sure!
There's no need to exchange. Squall and Fury.
Add Ast. Thank you for Add Ast.
Haven't you heard?